Okay, in this tutorial we're going to add a little bit of style to this table. We're going to add a little bit of color to the first row, the width sales forecast row. We're going to add a border to the month, quarter, year, location, and forecast columns, and we're going to separate January, February, and March, and we're going to add a nice border around this table. We're going to start off in row number 1. I'm going to select row number 1 inside of the width sales forecast row. I'm going to go up to the font ribbon. I'm going to hit the drop down menu, and as you can see there's theme colors and there's standard colors. Theme colors have more to do with adding color to all the rows. This time we're just going to start off with the standard colors. I think the color blue will work, but if you have a specific color that you might need, to say you have corporate colors or something like that, you can click more colors, go under custom, and if you know the RGB values, which are the red, green, and blue values, you can plug those right in there and you'll get the exact color that you need. The standard tab, there's a lot of other colors that you can use as well. Okay, we're going to click off this, and then we're going to go to the fill color tab. I'm going to click the drop down of fill color, and as you can see in the preview, you can see exactly what each color will look like on your document. So I'm going to go with yellow. In the next row, row number 2, I'm going to click inside of row number 2, and then I'm going to scroll over all the way to the forecast column. Then we're going to go up to the next drop down, which is the border drop down. I'm going to slide all the way down here to all borders, and as you can see there's a lot of different types of borders that you can add to a column. We're going to go with all borders. When I click off of it, you can see that it added a border all around each cell. I'm going to go down to the January row. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to scroll all the way over to the end of the row. I'm going to go back up to the border drop down, and I'm going to add a bottom border. I'm going to repeat the same process down here in February. Scroll over, add a bottom border, and do the same thing at the end here at March. Scroll up, add a bottom border. Now I can also add a right border to close off this table. We're going to start right here on row number 3 in column E. I'm going to scroll down, go to the top menu, and I'm going to find right border. And here we have closed off this table. Now I'm going to add a little bit more style to this table. You can also add underlines to the table. So right next to the border drop down, there's an underline drop down. Usually you would see a U with an underline, and as you can see right under the width sales forecast line, there's an underline. You can also add a double underline. You can also bold it or unbold it, or you can italicize that line. You can go up to the font face window, and you can change the style of that font. You can change the size of that font as well. Right next to the font window, there's a font size window. You click the drop down, and as you can see, there's a lot of different sizes to choose from. and it usually goes in even numbers, but if you need an odd number, you can click right in the drop down window and type in the number you need. Now I want to add a little bit of space around this first row, so I'm going to go over here to Format, Row Height. I'm going to add, it's at 30 points right now. I'm going to add 15 more points. I'm going to make it 45. And as you can see, I added a little bit of space around the first row. Now there's another way to do that. I think I discussed this in another video. You can manually move it to exactly where you would like it to go.